Hi everybody! Anybody play Minecraft? Me! And I know you do too, because many of you have asked me to do something with Minecraft. So now I'm gonna show you. Minecraft me! This is what I would look like if I was in Minecraft. Hey! Wow! Look! I'm in Minecraft world! Of course, this is Minecraft me. You need to make Minecraft you. So since I don't know what you look like, I'm going to show you how to make me first. You need to make blocks, lots of different blocks, and from these blocks you can make different types of Minecraft figures, just like in the game. And there are different ways to make the blocks. You can collect boxes such as this, all kinds of different boxes, particularly small boxes, and then you can sort of cut them up into different smaller blocks. You can cut in half, or maybe you can cut in 3 or 4 pieces. And of course, after you've been cutting these lovely blocks, you will have all these end pieces that are open. For that, you need to find some cardboard, you cut a little piece, you glue on here so that you get solid building blocks for your Minecraft. Or you can make them out of flat sheets of cardboard like this. Some is brown, some is white, some is a bit thicker, some is a bit thinner. And these flat bits of cardboard you can get from big boxes like this. So next time you go to the shop or the shopping mall, ask around for big boxes. They will always have some spare. And then you just cut off the sheets that you like. And of course, there are so many different boxes. You will always find something that suits you. Now, when you make small bits like these, small blocks like this, better use thinner cardboard, smaller boxes. If you want to make like really big size Minecraft figures, you find those big boxes with thicker cardboard. Here I got some beautiful white thin cardboard sheets that is perfect for this job. Now from this we are gonna make this. This is our Minecraft dummy, so we'll start with the body, and that's this block right here. I'm gonna start with measuring the size, 18 tall, so 18 cm, 18 cm, draw a line. And here's an important thing to remember. In all corrugated cardboard there are these stripes. Can you see the stripes or the grooves? That is the way the cardboard is constructed. It's important that when we plan a fold, that we fold with the stripes. So let's cut this sheet off first. So this will be our main body, and like you can see it's the same size. And when I measure, it's 6 wide, so we go like this, 6 cm, the side that is 3 cm, 3, and then another 6, and then another 3. So when I put the ruler on that mark and I press down along the groove or the stripe, press down, I make a little dent here, and when I fold up, it folds perfectly to this dent because it's along the stripes. Pushing a bit, yeah, and there, last one, there. Okay, so let's see what it looks like. Yeah, beautiful, gorgeous. So we can make a mark here. We cut that. And then we glue. A bit of glue here, adding the glue along the edge. And then I prepare a few pieces of tape so that I'm ready when the action starts. I push this on and then I check here. Does that look pretty even to you, as in a nice rectangle? Yeah, it looks good to me. Then stick that down with a bit of tape until it dries. Then check the other side too. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, last one. And nice. Now this needs to dry. And then while waiting for this to dry, we can make the arms. So we need 2 arms. You can just measure like this. You can use a ruler if you like, or just go like this. It's this long arms, 8.5, 8.5. 2.5 wide, 2.5, 2.5, or we can go like this, easier, 7.5 there. So, same thing again, press down, push up, press down, push up, press down, push up, and last one. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, nice, very nice one. Okay, so let's cut right there. Okay, add on the glue, prepare the bits of tape. Does that look good to you? And then this needs to dry. Now, when it is dry, we need to put on the end caps. So I've cut a little piece here. Let's add on the glue. We stick this on. And it doesn't matter if it sticks outside a bit, that it's not totally accurate, because we are going to trim the edges later. The important thing now is that the end is covered and is left to dry. But notice this, only glue one side, not the other one. Oops, sorry. This we need to leave open for the time being. I'll tell you a bit more about that later. So here I have 2 that are finished, that I already did before earlier. You see here, it's open on one end, closed on the other end. I have also trimmed the edges and sanded them a little bit with sandpaper, so they are totally nice and smooth. This is what you need for the arms to begin with. Shall we check if this piece is dry yet? Nah, yeah, well, almost dry. I think we can put on the end piece. This is the end piece, this is the end piece. Glue it onto here and then do the same thing, you know, with polishing the edges and all that. And then we end up with this beautiful piece. Open, close, open, and very nice and polished. So here is our building blocks. Next, we need the head. So let me now show you how to make the head. Now the head is 6 cm wide in all directions. 6 cm, 6 cm, 6 cm, and 6 cm. Luckily, I know my math. Okay, so 6 cm this way as well. Draw the line and fold. Okay, nice one, nice one. So I cut it off here. The glue. Oh, I forgot the tape. The tape. It's really good to have this handy before you start gluing. Makes it so much easier. Okay, make sure that it's a nice square. There, when this is dry, you cut the piece like this that fits on here, and then you glue that on, and you end up with this, with one end open, just like the body and just like the arms. Now, we need to cut extra pieces to fit here, 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 and here. Luckily, I already have them ready, so no problems there. So these are the pieces that we need. So let's see here now. We have head, we have the piece underneath the head, then we have the body and the piece on top of the body, and then the 2 arms with each piece down here. Actually, they should go up this way, like this. And then we need some in-betweeners. Here I have a double piece. It's 2 small pieces of cardboard glued together to make it double. That is an in-betweener that goes between the body and the head. I'll show you the function of this later. Similarly, I have 2 pieces of cardboard that will go between the arms and the body like this. So these are all the pieces that we are going to need to put together this figure. So study this for a second before we get on with the gluing. Now, before we start putting it together, it's important that you understand you got to do this in the right order, and that is to ensure success, because the pins, the split pins that bind this together, are inside here, you see, and we have sealed them afterwards with cardboard, so they cannot be unlocked. That's why it's important to do this in the right order. So let me show you how. We start with this piece and this piece that connects to the body and connects to the head. The double piece comes in between. So we use a pointy instrument that we can punch hole with. Can't remember what this is called in English. Maybe you can help me. What is this called in English? Anyway, it's a pointy thing. So I poke a hole right in the middle, but before I do that, I want to use the ruler to make sure I get it exactly in the middle. So I make a little cross here. Okay, so that's right in the middle there. So I poke a hole here, there, and then I poke a hole in the middle, in the in-between piece, right there, like that. And then, to make sure we're in the middle here too, let's make a little cross. Okay, so we take the split pin and we put it through here, through the middle piece, and through the body piece. So now this connects to here and this connects to here. Now we can lock it like this. Make sure you lock it really well, push it all the way down, and also to make sure that it stays there and doesn't come loose, I'm going to put a piece of really strong tape on it. This is called gaffer tape. It's really strong. Put that on top to make sure that it holds down and lasts for a really long time and doesn't come loose. So rub down a bit there. So now this is the joint between the head and the body. So later we're gonna glue that on. But before we do that, let's have a look at the arms. So the arms go on each side here. We need to poke holes. So each arm is a little bit down from the top. It's not like all the way even with the top. It's a little bit down, just a little bit down like this. And then we make a mark in here where the joint should go. That's in the middle, and it's just about 7 millimeters down. This little point here, about 7 millimeters. So I make a hole here like that, and then when I hold it here again, I can make a little mark here so that I know where to punch the hole here. This is the in-between piece. Maybe I cut it a little bit smaller. Punch that in the middle. So it goes here. The pin goes through the hole, down through the little piece and down into the body. Can you see that now? And then we separate the pin, we split the pin, make sure you push it all the way down. And here too, we'll put on a bit of tape. Cutting the tape a bit so it's easier to fit in. Make sure that you push the pin a bit to the side so that it doesn't stick out from the shoulder. There, and squeeze down well. So now this is also stuck down well. As you can see now, the arm is moving quite nicely. That was quite a lot of explanation there, but as you can see, the principle is very simple. Let me show you one more time. So it goes here, a little bit down from the shoulder. You make a mark about 7 millimeter in. You punch a hole there. You make a new mark. So now we know where to punch the hole here. We take the in-between piece, punching a hole in the middle, through the arm, through the between piece, through the shoulder, separate the pin like that, and putting on a piece of tape. Gorgeous! Now we have the arms. And you see, now you can glue on the top pieces on the arms, because now the joint will be sealed inside. Careful with the glue now so you don't spill glue all over the shoulder there and then glue together the joint. You don't want to do that, so be careful just getting the glue at the right spot here, right there and nowhere else. Okay, so glue that on Oops. Doesn't matter if this is too big and sticks out a bit. We will trim that down later. Same thing on the other side. Now, while waiting for this to dry, we can glue the head. So we take this piece and we glue it on like that, so that this piece that joins to the body goes out, of course, obviously. You don't want to put that in there. So that goes out. Okay, on it goes. And then we leave this whole glorious thing to dry. When the shoulders are dry, it's good to trim the excess cardboard off before we glue on the head. It's always good to have that done. There. Now, let's glue the head on. Glue. On it goes. And now it needs to dry again. And while we're waiting for it to dry, we can paint the other one that I made earlier. Yoo-hoo! Let's get painting. I'm starting with the face color, the skin color, and I have mixed one here that matches my skin perfectly. Well, almost. Well, it's kind of nice. Starting with the head. And then I paint the underside, but I have to be really careful, painting a little bit at a time and then slowly turning the head. So I paint a bit here and then I turn the head a bit, turning the head a bit until the whole head is painted underneath. Then, before the body, I let it dry a bit, like that. And while you took a snooze, I have actually painted this twice to make it more even. Then I go on with other places where you find skin tone, and that is on the hands. I can be a bit generous where how high up I go with the hand color, because I will put the jacket on top anyway. Also down here, because I wear short, so you can see my skin tone down here, roughly below the shorts line. Next, I paint the shorts. My sort of grayish, brownish, khaki shorts down to about here on my legs, roughly there, and up to about here. Then later I can let the jacket cover, the top of the shorts. And then my beautiful orange socks. Next comes the shoes, and they are black. Black gives a nice contrast to the other colors and is so beautiful against the reddy orange. And then the time has come for my beautiful jacket. And before I do the actual jacket, I'm going to do the white shirt up here. The cardboard is white, but I'm going to make it extra white. Make sure it's totally white by adding some white paint first. And when that's dry, I can draw on the checker pattern, the digital Minecraft pattern. So I'm going to draw a line in the middle here, just so that we know where the center line is on the body. And then I go 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. There. All the colors are going in zigzag like this. And now I can start filling in the orange. And when I get down to the shorts, I go a little bit over the shorts color and go straight across. Now we can do the face and the details. Now, for the face, I'm going to use a ruler. I'll sketch in the face using a ruler before painting. So I'm going to divide the face in half and draw a little line. That's for the eyes. The eyes are in the middle. So I'm now drawing the shape of the eyes, and they are like a long sort of rectangular box. About this long. That's one eye and that's one eye. Then I draw a line down the middle. So that's our center line. Right under the eyes comes the nose, so that's the nose. And under the nose comes the mouth. There, now everything is very symmetrical and geometrical on the Minecraft figure, so it's important that we use a ruler and construct this really well. So now I'm gonna get my white paint out and paint in the white in the eyes first. This will of course dry and then we'll do a second coat. In the meantime, I can do the mouth. Then I'm using the same color as my jacket. That's fine. A bit of color matching is not a bad idea. Everything is nice and squarish. So now I'll let this dry. Okay, going in for a second coat. Gotta make sure it's totally white. A bit extra on the mouth. And before we do the nose, this gotta dry again. And while it's drying, why don't you add me on Snapchat? The nose has a little darker color than the face color. It will come out more clear when the paint dries because it's always darker after it has dried. Okay, so that's the nose, and then now let's do the pupils. The pupils have a dark brown because I have quite dark brown eyes. So I hope this is the same as my eyes, I'm not sure. That's one, and that's the other. Of course, I also have to touch up the pencil marks using my skin color. Careful, careful, making sure I don't touch any of the other colors. There, letting it dry. Now we have a basic figure. Let me turn the head the right way. A basic painted figure, but we also need to make it more 8-bit, you know, more pixelated like in the game. So I have mixed another darker shade of the orange jacket that I'm going to try to, you know, pixelate it a bit. Here's a zipper going down the middle. Then I will add some pixels a bit here and there, maybe a bit of shadow in this part here on the arm. So I make a little square, maybe another one over here. Normally you would add those darker pixels where it's shadow, but you can also put them anywhere you like just to create that Minecraft look, you know. Maybe one down here and one here. Then I go for the shorts. So I will continue that line down the middle, roughly about here, and around the pocket area. Carry it around on the other side, maybe down here on the back. How about some more orange pixels on the arms and also at the back. This is really a kind of a styling of, you know, your Minecraft you to make it look more Minecrafty. Then I move on to some shadow pixels on the face. Have about a big one over here in the corner. Maybe my color is a bit light, then I have to darken it. So I take a bit of darker paint, add it in. So this is how I adjust each color so that it's perfect. And on this side, maybe some on the back, on the hands and legs. Then of course I need to add my logo. You see here, I got a logo here, box logo. It's got to go here. So I start with a bit of white base. And then it needs to dry. And then I put in a little cardboard box. There. And now we have a basic Minecraft me that we can play with. But let's have some more fun. How about a helmet? Yes, a helmet, of course. Let's see if it fits. Yeah, whoa, groovy. And this is how you make it. First, you make a box, just like this. Let me take the helmet off and show you. See, this box is just big enough to fit over my head, like this. When you've done that, you can then draw the shape of the helmet you want. Maybe like this, for instance, or something like this. It's really up to you how you shape the helmet at all sides. So you start with making the box that is bigger than the head, fits on top of the head, and then you draw, then you cut it out, and then you paint it with the pixels and everything. And to make this box, all you need is the same technique as I showed you for the head. One simple tip is that you take your sheet of cardboard and then you mark the size height-wise like this. Then you make a straight line, a straight cut, and you take this sheet and then you wrap around the head. So you go like this, you wrap it around the head, give it a bit of slack so it's not too tight. You can see that it fits really well. And then you glue this, you cut this, put on the lid, and you have the box. Let's put the helmet back on. How about you? I mean, this is me, and I don't know what you look like, so I have made a possible you. Ta-da! Do you look like this? Are you bald on top, just like me? Well, if you're not, I got a proposal. Here! This maybe not look like hair to you, but it is. Once you pop it on the head, it's a perfect hairstyle. Now, instead of making a total cube like the helmet, you make one of these. So that's the back of the hair, that's the side of the hair, and the side of the hair. If I now fold this like this, and this one like that, see now, all you need to do is to put on a top on here and the front across here, and you paint it up and you have this wonderful hairstyle. So that's a bit of a tip for how to make the hair. Is this how you look like? Well, I don't know. You have to figure out what your head looks like and what your hair looks like, and whatever you look like. You gotta figure it out, but you can use the same technique as I have used for Minecraft Me. Now, how about this guy now? Minecraft Me. Well, he's got his helmet. What else does he need? Do you have any ideas? What could I give him? I mean, often, you know, in Minecraft I have a big axe or a big hammer or something like that. But you know, I don't really use those sort of tools, not much anyway. But I do use a paintbrush. Hey, check this out. Hey, paintbrush. Let's see if it looks it's the same. Yeah. Good resemblance, good resemblance. So let me show you how to do a Minecraft paintbrush or any type of tool that is very pixelated like this. Okay, you need to make a pattern. So you take your sheet of cardboard and you take your ruler and a pencil and you make this sort of pattern. And once you have this sort of pattern, you can just draw anything. You see here, how this fits into this pattern beautifully. So onto this grid, this pattern grid, you can then, you know, start drawing in any type of shape that you would like. Let's say you would like a knife. You can follow this up like that. And then maybe you would like to have a handle, goes out like this, and then you end up with a knife looking a bit like this, you know? Then you cut it out and you paint it. Now, let me show you how to make the grid itself. You take your ruler and your pencil, but I'm going to use a marker so that it's easier to see for you. So you do 1 cm at a time. That's up to 15, and then I do the same thing this way. And then you start drawing a line between the dots. And then let's assume that you have dots this way and this way. You put your ruler like this between the dots. and then you get your grid just like this, and then you can fill in the shapes that you want and make any type of tool. Now let's see how Minecraft Me like to hold this tool. I need something to stick the tool onto the hand with, so let's see, what can I do? I could always tape it, I could glue it, or I could use some rubber tack. Putting it here, paintbrush in the hand, and then Minecraft Me is looking for something he can paint. Oh, he sees a box over here. Oh yeah, let's take this box. Okay, painting, painting. Oops, it ups, painting. Oh no! The creepers are coming! Oh, luckily, I have Minecraft Me. Attack!